Hey everyone, it's Catherine here. So I have a bit of a different video for you today. I'm actually going through my room, getting rid of some stuff, and I was going through my closet and reevaluating what I have, and I found some things that I wanted to alter, and I wanted to share the process of one of those things with you. This isn't necessarily going to be a Mori alteration per se, but I definitely think it'll be something that'll work well with Mori, and I think it might be interesting for you guys to watch. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm by no means a seamstress, I'm not very good, but I have some basic skills, so I think it'll turn out alright. But I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through what I'm doing. So first things first, the thing I'm working with here is a shawl that I got a long time ago. It's kind of a soft fake knit of sorts. I'm not sure where it came from. It was kind of a cheap buy. It's pretty warm, but it just doesn't have a very nice look. The fabric is fine, but you'll see when I put it on that it's really not flattering. It has this tassel as well on the ends of it. So you can see here when I put it on, not exactly the most flattering thing. It's not necessarily ugly per se. I've worn it before in outfits, just not the best. It's hard to work around because it kind of makes you look kind of frumpy. So I wanted to do something with it, so I was trying to figure out what I could do, because I do like the feel of it. So you can see here, pardon my messy camera work, I was throwing it around, seeing if maybe I could make it into a scarf, and I found out I really liked the way that it draped when I threw it over my shoulders. And I was thinking, could I do it with a pin or something? And then I thought about, well, what I could do with the extra that's left over when I fling it over my shoulders, and I thought, well, what if I made it into a hood? So this is me kind of messing around with it here, seeing if I could make it into a hood or not. So what I did was I took my pin here that I use with embroidery. It's like a invisible pin. You can wash it off with water, but you can use it to mark things, and I got some pens out and I started marking and pinning together the different areas. So you can see here I marked out which side was going to be the inside of my hood and started to sew it together. I pinned it first to double check before I went in, but I didn't film that part because that's pretty boring. But I went in and I started sewing and just kind of sewed up the top, so kind of the edges of the front of the shawl together to form the hood. So after I finished sewing, you kind of see I did a rough job sewing it, I cleaned it up later. And then after I've sewn it together, I went ahead and started cutting off the tassel-y part so that was out of the way, because I won't need that on my hood. And then afterwards, I'm going to try and sew it down flat. So you can see after I cut off all the tassels, there's quite a bit of yarn. And this is kind of what it looked like. I went ahead and sewed it down so that it was flat. You can see there, that's the outside. So it looked pretty good in the end, I think. So then I put it back on to test it out and kind of saw the drape looks good, so I sewed it the right way, so that was good. And then here's a test run of my hood. So I got the hood on and it looked alright, and I thought it was pretty good, but it was kind of sliding around a lot, and I wanted to prevent that when I wear it as a hood. So I took a look at it and I decided that I was going to find the back here. This, you can see that little V is where it rests on your neck, the back of it. And then I found the back of the hood, and I decided I was going to attach the two, so that way when I wear it, it won't slide so much. So I went ahead and pinned it again, and then put it on, and here you can see me kind of messing with it after I've sewn it, adjusting it, taking a look. Looks pretty good. I was pretty happy with it at this point. Here you can see some more finished things after I sewed it together, the way it kind of lays on you. I like to put a brooch with it, but I didn't do it on this one. And here you can see where I sewed it together. This is my inside seam, kind of messy on the inside, but it doesn't really matter. Just holds it together. And then here's the outside seam, so it looks pretty natural. Fits together pretty well. So I think it turned out pretty well. And here you can see some final pictures of it kind of coordinated for a little more context. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, coming along on my journey with me, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!